Hello all and welcome to a Silhouette Awards Mentor Journey Update video. I'm Katia Kolovea, co-founder of the Silhouette Awards, and today I'm excited to be speaking with one of our wonderful mentee and mentors pairs of the current program. So we have Anna Sbokou, our mentor, and the mentee Valeriya Gorelova. Welcome. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Valerie, we will be starting with you, and basically, we would like you to tell us what were your mentorship goals when you first applied for the program, and then to remember to follow up on how this has progressed and developed during those months that you are working together with Anna.
Well, the application was the previous autumn, and that was the time when I've just founded my lighting design bureau. So my mentorship goal was to build the team and team structure and make the workflow and team relationships inside the bureau in the most comfortable way for all the participants. So, and I'm really lucky person to meet Anna, and I never expected that the mentorship could be so inspiring and really developing. So I expected maybe not so active growth, but I would like to say that my previous plan was a little bit corrected this spring, unfortunately, but I met a huge support from Anna's side, and in some radical changes in my business, I really felt very confident due to her advices and support. Anyway, now we coming back to the plan of building a team and team structure. So I will share my results a little bit later in this question. And I have to say that in team building, the team building is very much connected to the all aspects of the business. So from finances and projects you do to personal goals and motivations. So choosing the subject to work on, so choosing this subject to work on, entrepreneurs have to be ready to rebuild the model of their business and practice and to rethink the workflow and the team members you would like to see in your team.
Wow. And so you have been actually bringing this as a task, I guess, in your relationship, right? And then, well, who is better than Anna to, I have also the pleasure to know Anna personally. So I'm really happy for this partnership there. Anna, would you like to add something?
I would like to add that I think despite correction, as Valerie called it, a hiccup, a deviation, let's say, in the plan, which, you know, is one of the things that happened. And it was very nicely and calmly addressed both by Valerie and her partners. I think it was beautiful to see how comfortable Valerie was with being vulnerable, because as she mentioned before, to discuss, you know, your internal structure and your team, it's sensitive information. It's not something that would necessarily be, you know, very comfortable in sharing or going in full detail. And it was really nice to see that, you know, she was very comfortable and grounded and conscious about the fact that in order to get this task done, this is the process, right? We both need to go through a very vulnerable state, trusting each other, that we're going to make it kind of the other end, right? So that was a beautiful thing to see and be part of.
Exactly. I think you said the very important word here in the mentorship process, which is trust, because it's a personal journey, it's a personal connection. And
it's a two-way street, that trust. I mean, it kind of goes both ways. It's not just from mentee to mentor. It goes the other way around as well.
Absolutely. That's a very key point. So Valerie, if you would summarize your mentorship journey in 3 words, which words would you pick to share? I know it's very only 3.
Yeah, only it's very hard to.
I know.
So the first one is support. The second one is expertise. And the third one is trust. So I also think that is really important part of relationships by themselves. But in mentorship, you should trust the person that you ask for an advice.
Yeah, amazing. Anna, what about you?
I would say that from a mentor's side, I think my 3 words would probably be thoughtful and respectful, which is not always, neither of the 2 is very easy. And also as an outcome, as a comment to the outcome so far, is real.
Real, yeah. Wow.
It's not a theoretical, it hasn't been a theoretical process. It has been a very hands-on, problem at hand kind of approach. So that, I think that for me kind of, it was definitely real.
That's actually amazing. And I guess it's also amazing for the people who are actually watching those videos to get inspired and use this knowledge that you are sharing from your journey. And thank you so much for actually being very open and honest and share these insights. I guess the real word is also the fact that I believe from what I can see there is that, Valerie, you have structured from the beginning the #1 thing that you want, because the Silhouette Awards program is obviously, there are many, many things that we all want to develop, but here you had to pick one and really focus, communicate it very well and clearly with your mentor and make a structure. So this is what I get right now, that it's the first time that actually listening to your journey. It's amazing to get those words coming together from both of you. So thank you. Thank you very much for that.
Also something else to add as well. Valerie has done an immense amount of work as part of this mentorship. That is to be said. It's not just a chit chat every week or every 2 weeks. In the in-between, I mean, Valerie has always come with, you know, a very clear structure and a very clear idea of what's the problem at hand. And basically, how does she want to use our time? So it's been more guided by her than by me.
Wow, wow.
Which has been phenomenal, because then, you know, I don't need to second guess myself. Are we heading the right way? Because we're heading the direction that, you know, Valerie has requested and put forward as a task.
Wow, this is very proactive, right? Very proactive approach, which, well done, Valerie. I mean, I'm really, really glad to hear
and that. With a lot of work behind it, so.
I think that, well, on behalf of the Silhouette Awards team, I'm sure that we are all really, really proud to know that, because, you know, it's really, we bring the platform and you need to make the most out of this opportunity. So this is what I hear right now, right? That you have really making the path and you have an amazing person next to you to support. So that leads us to the third question, which has to do with advice. You know, we are asking both of you to share some words of wisdom for the people that they potentially are going to apply for the next year. So Valerie, should we start with you? What advice would you give to someone who is considering to apply to this program?
Well, actually, my advice that I prepared for the following participants is based on the Anna's words that she just said. And I would advise to all the participants to have a goal and the development plan. It's very important because 6 months is a really good period to make reasonable changes, even in a slow moving. That's true. But however, using the plan, you could be more effective and develop faster. So roadmap will help you and mentor to check milestones and estimate results and Actually, Silhouette Awards Mentorship Program is the great opportunity to be in contact with worldwide professionals. So don't waste the chance and test theories and ideas during this mentorship. And I think you really could put 2 steps forward using this chance.
Thank you, Valerie. That's great. Anna, what about you? What advice would you give?
To try it. Actually, would be the first advice. To not be scared or reserved. This is the tricky thing about mentorship from either side, is that it's a very public-private statement. It's not an easy one to make, right? It requires a lot of introspect, a lot of, a bit of a clear mind to set that one goal that Valerie is mentioning. I think it's important to have that because it actually makes those 6 months as useful as they can be when the goal is clear. That doesn't necessarily go to say that people that the goal is to figure out their goal. That's also a goal, right? Yeah. Just to put it out there. So yeah. I would really highly recommend that people just intend it.
Yeah,
try it out. It's a beautiful process and a very valuable one. I've been through it numerous times from a mentee point of view, going through it now as well as a mentor. It has a lot to offer both sides, definitely.
Fantastic.
And maybe I would add that participants won't be afraid to be silly and ask silly questions, to be as much relaxed as you could and just enjoy the journey.
The journey and the process. Yeah, that's very important. And this all the things that you said are connecting with all the keywords as well that you mentioned. And again, I'm going to say the trust one, because building this trust, because I don't believe that, you just push the button and you got the trust all of a sudden. No, it was the first.
No, we didn't know each other. We had absolutely no reason to trust each other.
Exactly. So it all starts from there. And then you create a relationship where you can actually ask those questions that you're saying, Valerie, questions that you cannot necessarily ask your colleagues or your boss or depending on the phase that you are in your career. Well,
and a thing to keep in mind as well, it's mentors are almost like, doctors and lawyers, right? There is almost what's it called? What's the word? Confidentiality.
Confidentiality. Yes.
It's meant to be exactly that. It's meant to be a safe space where many things can be said and many things can happen, which don't necessarily affect whether it's your business or your professional image and outcome. It has nothing to do with, it's a very internal and private process.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. So thank you so much, Valeriya and Anna, for your time today. It is a joy to see your journey progressing so well. And well, again, on behalf of the Silhouette Awards team, we really hope that this journey is gonna continue even after this 6 months mentorship journey. I feel that you have built a professional friendship as well, which is gonna be there for many years to come. So, well, we are really thankful to know how you have been going through so far. Congratulations as well to both of you. And well, the best wishes to both of you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katia.
See you.
See you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.